Hello Geminis, welcome to your love related spread. How do they see you and how do you see them from today, which is the 14th of January up to 21st of January, okay? Some of you haven't seen me on here for a long time, but I'm back. I'm sorry. Well, I've had life to deal with, really. That's all I can say. Happy New Year 2020. I hope all your dreams come true. Now, this is a reading for you, Gemini, as well as for your cross-watcher. Remember, on the right-hand side, how do they see you? So I'm going to pull 3 cards to see how are you being viewed by someone who's thinking of you right now, possibly. Someone you're thinking of in your love department. On the left-hand side, how do you view them? In the middle, we're going to pull 1 card as the blockage for you and the person you're dealing with. And then we're going to look into the hypothetical outcome for you two for the future, near future, this week. And we're gonna pull 2 pieces of advice as well as 2 oracle cards. My lovely Gemini, just keep in mind the sides can go vice versa, you know. I only do the cards, the energy, I pick up energies that the cards can, you know, give me, and you will please take whatever you hear in this reading and, you know, put it into your situation. So this is for Gemini. Gemini, how do they see you? How are you being viewed, Gemini? And you being viewed with, whoa, okay, the Chariot, you know, it came out first upright, then it flipped into reverse position. So the Chariot in a reverse position. So it looks like, you know, Gemini, you are not moving forward. They think that you maybe are still stuck on them. You're not fully moving forward. If you had some plans to do with traveling, you are not traveling, you know, because in the upright position, the Chariot is someone who is moving forward in a confident manner. Maybe right now they think you're lacking confidence somehow, but you're not moving away from them. You're not moving away from this love, possibly. You're still a little bit stuck on them. They also, that's what they think, yeah? Maybe they're arrogant, I'm not sure. You know them. They also view you with, okay, we got a card here, Page of Cups. So they think, wow, they think that, you know, you want to apologize to them, you want to say sorry for something, or they think you've got some good news. This sometimes is about having a baby, breaking the good news about being pregnant. But Page of Cups is about, they think that you've got some love for them, but they don't think that you want to commit to them. They think you're not, they think like you are in and out. And I'm not saying you are, Gemini, but they think that your love offer for them is not like, it's not gonna last for a long time. So they are not sure whether the love offer you've got for them, they're not sure whether you're really serious about them, put it this way. They know you're not moving forward, you're not moving away from them. They know you're still stuck on them, but they're not sure whether you actually are serious about them, or whether you're not moving forward. Because, you know, when we break up with someone, or when we sometimes we end up like not being able to move forward, not because we love this person so much, but because we can't live without them. You know, like sometimes you cannot live with someone, but you equally cannot live without them. And that's what they're wondering, whether you really want to be with them, or whether you actually they're unsure whether your love offer is actually so you may think, oh my goodness, you may think that you love them so much, but they think that maybe you're being in wrong. So they want to probably give you some time and give time to see if if your cup of love for them, Gemini, will stick around for a long time, whether you will stick around. Interesting. Or maybe you may declare that, you know, you do like them, you have these emotions for them, but you're not really sure yourself if this is something very special to you. I mean, it's special, but is it something that you would build a relationship on? They also view you with the moon and the high priestess, so they think you're quite... Okay, these two cards, they're about the same thing pretty much. They're screaming and shouting, secrets, secrets. They think that you're keeping a lot of secrets from them, okay? That's basically some secrets coming out, though. Maybe they see you as if some secrets about you coming out. Maybe you were supposed to travel somewhere and then you're like, oh, you were supposed to leave them, then you chose not to leave them, and they found out, and that's why they decided that, you know, you don't love me as much as I thought you do. Oh my goodness, I don't know. We're gonna clarify this later. Gemini, how do you view them, the person you're dealing with in the love department? How do you view them? And you view them with the Justice. Okay, so you think this might be Libra you're dealing with, Justice. You think the Justice is on their side, and you think they're being very fair, okay? Usually they tend to be quite fair, but you think if this is a Libra's energy, that they don't communicate with you on an emotional level that well. It is another earth sign, but you know, Libras, they tend to hide the emotions more. And I think for that reason, you're not giving them a very stable cup of love. You're not telling them, you know, I'm gonna commit to you and we're gonna be here forever and ever. Because I think you might be not happy with the lack of emotional communication. You know, you're missing communication, emotional communication. They're not revealing much to you, so you keeping secrets from them. Why should you reveal a lot about you yourself, how you feel, if they themselves are just communicating with you on a quite analytical, logical level? But usually Gemini and Libra do get on. But this doesn't have to be Libra, but someone, you know, who's taking that energy. You also view them with... card we've got here, Hierophant. Maybe dealing with Taurus, commitment. So you do see them as someone who's stubborn. Oh my goodness, maybe someone who wants to marry you. Okay, maybe they want a full commitment from you. That's the thing. They want you to fully commit. They want you to get married to them with the Justice. Or this could be about divorce as well, if you've already been married. But you know, and that's why you're like, I do love you. I want to commit to you, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready to get married to you. And that's why they don't like this. They think, how can you love me, Gemini, if you cannot give me this, you know, full cup, this cup of love that it's 100% committed, which is marriage, which involves legal system as well. And I think that's something that scares you. Maybe because there's some past experiences you've had before, maybe from your childhood. You know, not everyone believes in marriage. You also view them with Gemini. Interesting. Maybe they are married, because that's how you view them. Maybe they've already committed and married, and that's how, like, I mean, I can't love you fully. I can't give you this full cup of emotions, love, because you still committed somewhere else. You know, take as resonates with you. You view them with lovely Gemini. Come on, give me a card for Gemini. Voila. 2 of Wands in a reverse position. Okay, so they finally want to take some action. There was for a long time they were in either situation with you or someone else where they had to decide and make a choice, okay? And they were looking but not taking action. But I feel like now they're ready to take an action with you, okay? And I feel like the action is that they want to legalize this connection with you. They maybe want to get married. They really want to commit to you. But it took them a long time to make this, to take this action. For a long time, they were sitting on the top of a castle just wondering. And now they're ready. They're taking action. But I feel now that they're taking action, you are you don't want to go with them. You don't want to go with this action. You don't want to go with this 100% commitment, getting married. I feel like you may be not ready, Gemini, okay? So they think, your love offer is fragile. They think you're keeping secrets, but I think you're just not ready. And what is the blockage between you two, Gemini? The person who possibly wants to marry you here. Wow. I don't know, it flipped, so I'm gonna put it back. It was wish fulfilled, but it flipped and went upright. I want something more solid. I want to get a solid message for you. The blockage between you two. Got two cards. Okay, Page of Swords and the Star. Okay, gossips, communication, healing, Aquarius. I feel like someone here, they keep asking you questions. Why don't you want to get married to me after knowing me for I don't know how long? Why? And you are like, because I know who I am, I know what I want, and I'm not 100% sure whether this, whether you or me, whether this is where I should be going with you, okay? So I feel like you here, Gemini, you're adopting air energy, Aquarian, and you're like a brother's energy, where you like, you know what, I know who I am. Everything I do in my life defines me. I'm naked in front of you, and you're asking me to marry me, you're asking me to give you commitment that will last forever, and you see, I am not sure if I am the right person for you, possibly. And they're asking questions, why? But they're not listening to what you're telling them. It may not resonate with many of you, but this person, they're not listening. Okay? They're just talking, asking questions. They're not listening to who you are, what you want, what are your needs. Okay? They're only focusing, you need to commit to me, we should be together, we should do what I say. They're very stubborn. They do have feelings for you, of course, but they want your absolute attention. They want you to give them 100% attention, commit to them, marry them. Sort of, they're very traditional. You might be the Taurus, okay? And the blockage is that you know who you are, you know what you want, you want to live your life accordingly to your values, and you're very strong here, coming up strong, and they can't understand why, and you just like, because maybe it's not the right time, and they can't get it. It's either got to be day way or highway. So what is the outcome between you two? The outcome, hypothetical outcome, of course. Okay, it's flipped again. And it's okay. It's first 10 of Wands. Emotional burden, okay? But that flipped then in the reverse position. So I feel like, if you feel like this connection has been emotionally draining you, maybe draining that person as well, this coming to the reverse position, meaning that possibly, well, the positive thing about, drop one card, about this card is the emotional burden is coming to the end in the reverse position, okay? So the emotional burden, the moment you speak up and you say, no, That's not what I'm about. You know, that's not, that wouldn't be me. You allowing yourself to finish this emotional burden or something that's been nagging you for a long time, Gemini, okay? So it's good to speak up. It's good to communicate the truth, okay? Because I feel the blockage, someone is missing information. I feel like they cannot understand where you're coming from, Gemini. They can't understand you, but I feel like, you know, you are Gemini, and I feel like Geminis have this thing with the moon, like since they were born, apparently Geminis were detached at the birth, and well, that's like theory, right? Astrological theory. They were detached at the birth from the Gemini, from the twin flame, okay? And it's probably the hardest of all signs for Gemini to find a missing partner, okay? They will always feel like they're missing something. So for them to commit, for them to marry, it's really, really difficult. So I don't blame you if this is you, Gemini. So let's look into the piece of advice. 2 cards for my lovely Gemini. 2 cards. Piece of advice. What should you do? Knight of Wands. Don't be impulsive, I would say. Okay, don't take hasty actions. Don't be impulsive, or you'll regret it later. Okay, someone might be coming across here. They might be having a lot of fire in the astrological chart. You might be again dealing with Taurus, or someone like an fiery star sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, when they come across very passionate, strong, and they just want what they want. They want to rush into marriage, into commitment, and then this fails, you know. With this card, not always, no offense to any of the star signs energies I mentioned, because I'm Taurus myself. But Knight of Wands is someone who's rushing ahead of himself. They've got a plan. Well, they haven't got a plan, that's the thing. They galloping and they're like, this is what I want, and then they met with opposition and they fail. So it's important advice. Think it through. Have a plan. Don't act impulsively, okay? And yeah, you know, prepare it. Think about it. Think through it. Because if you don't, you end up, you know, having some very tower moment, okay? You know, even, you know, if you decide to do something you don't want to do, you may end up getting to the top of this tower and then being pushed by the universe, okay? So to avoid the tower moment, the disaster in your life, you have to not act impulsively. Or even if you are met with someone who's impulsive, who just wants to go with things, so force you to marry them, force you to commit to them, you have to make sure you know, you don't act on an impulse, okay? It's not gonna work if you do. It's not gonna be to your advantage, okay? Wow. The bottom of the deck is 6 of Cups. Reconciliation. Someone from the past wants to give you love offer, or maybe someone from the past here misses you. Soulmates. Then we've got the toxic connection, the devil, and Ace of Swords. So you got to make sure you have a, you know, clear picture of the situation. It's like, you know exactly that there's some, you know, they've got some addiction, some, you know, maybe they're very stubborn, absolute, autocratic, okay? But they are someone you've known for a long time, okay? And they're coming here to give you love, okay? You miss them, maybe you're not on speaking terms. This is a reconciliation. This is also missing someone, or someone reminds you, or this situation reminds you of a situation from the past, and that's why they see you having some secrets, because they offer them wanting, pressuring you to do something, Gemini, is bringing some memories back, okay? And that's why you're like, I don't want to go with this, okay? But I feel like the blockage is someone is not listening to your needs here, okay, or vice versa. But I think the star is the Aquarian energy, your brother's air energy. Someone is missing some information, so maybe there's something you need to tell them, Gemini, so they can understand you better, so they can understand why you're not moving forward with this connection, with this commitment, okay? Because they think that you don't like them, like they know you've got emotions for them, but they're unsure about your love, maybe because there's something you didn't tell them. Whatever you do, hold your horses, okay? No hasty actions this week. We've got Pisces in Venus, which means you're naturally in love. We're gonna find each people will be more genuine, more lovable, more understanding. So it's a good week if you want to, reveal some information. Now let's look into the romance angels. 2 cards for my lovely Gemini. Let's get some messages. 1 card and the other one 2 cards. You deserve love. You are lovable. Don't ever forget that you deserve love, okay? But unconditional love. You deserve it. Not conditional commitment. You must, move in with me right now. You must marry me right now. You must do this and this right now. No. You need to feel like you're being listened to and understood before you commit to someone, right? You deserve love. You are lovable, Gemini. And love yourself first. Beautiful. Very accurate. You got to love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And this is so spot on. You deserve love. And you got to first love yourself first with the Aquarian star sign, okay? This is who I am. Take me or leave me. But do not force me into something I don't want to be a part of, okay? I hope this resonates with you, at least with some of you, and I will talk to you next week. Bye bye.